Sovereign One, you need an apology from Spirit on your side. An apology of understanding, an apology of confirmation only. That's all you need, Leparalag. I am being told that most of you, you regret joining this journey, Leparalag, because it cost you your reputation. It cost you probably your social circle that you used to hang out with. It cost you your family, perhaps. You walked away from them. It cost you your friends. You are alone wherever you are. Spirit wants to apologize, but not in an apology of weakness, but in an apology of empowerment, Leparalag, that it's not your spirit that wants an apology. It's your mind, it's your ego, the physical part of you that dominates this world. That's the one that truly, truly, truly needs to hear that there was no mistake, that you're here now. Yeah? I believe right now that the new guys who are awakening in this season, while the earth is just changing itself, all these El Ninos that they are calling El Ninos, all of these things that are happening, I believe, this is not my spirit talking, I believe it's meant to be like this. Because if you're a young person waking up in this season, that means you're going to stay alive, because God wouldn't wake you up without giving you a purpose. God wouldn't take away your jobs, your lifestyle, your reputation, and then leave you with nothing, Lepar. He wouldn't. Like, I got my youth, I got my abilities back just for leaving people alone, Lepar. You know, like, personally, if I could inspire you also, I have a lot of creative ways to live my life. And every time I have free time, I have something to do. You see, I'm always happy. I feel like a child. Everything, I wonder about everything, because evil things or egoic mindsets of living, Lepara, they take away your innocence, Lepara. They really do, Lepara. How many times are all of you selling yourself too short in the world because of your age or the number that you believe you have? Your spirit never cared about those things because it knows who you were before you became in this body right now. Yeah? So, forgive yourself for the misunderstanding and accept it, Lepara. AFUB, accept it, forgive yourself, understand why these whole things happened, and then become somebody who has embodied the changes, Lepar. Yeah, but don't rush it also. It is not easy, Lepara. You're gonna spend most of your days crying, man. I am telling you, you're gonna spend most of your days watching a movie, and the joke is there, and you laugh with the joke, and suddenly your eyes start shedding tears. Because maybe you haven't laughed like that in 2 years. Maybe you haven't laughed with your heart in 5 years because you were depressed and you know, life can do that to you, chosen one. Sovereign one, life can do that to you, Lepar. Life can break you to a point where you forget your inner child. And you start believing in the adult body that you are. That you are supposed to achieve this by this age. You are supposed to have this at that time. Yeah, because those are egoic plans, Lepara. Those things have nothing to do with spirit. Those things are things for you. You know why they are for you? It's because you chose them. You chose them without understanding dualities of life. You chose one way. I want this one way. But you forgot that everything you choose has a duality of its own. It has a good and bad. It has a strength and a weakness. And this is why Source had to wake you up, too. Just to wake you up and say, hey. You are beautiful, Wena. You are handsome. In fact, if you don't believe you are more than those things, let me show you. And that's why God removed everything that identified with your identity, Leparalag. As you guys can see, I still flow lyrics-wise. I've always been a lyricist since I was a teenager. Every other skill I learned after lyricism was just to survive. Graphic design to get a job, or you understand, public speaking to get a job. It wasn't for the heart, Leparalag. What I do from the heart is writing, poetry, freestyling, hip-hop, music. I love making beats, Lepar. I love writing stuff, right? I love drawing things with Adobe Photoshop. I love animation stuff with you understand? I know my creative outlets. Simply because during the awakening, before the awakening, I thought that was my life until God removed them from me. There was a time I spent 2 years not designing anything. I couldn't design. I would go to Photoshop, look at the blank canvas there, and I never knew what I'm gonna do there. Which was a first for me because I'm very, very visual, you understand? It's almost like God shut off my clairvoyancy or God allowed people to fuck with my energy. I don't know. But there was a time where I couldn't do these things. Designing, music, running around, VIP places and stuff, my clients and stuff, those things were cut off. It was a season where God was saying, do you really want to know who you are without these things? And I hated God le paralag. I really did. I hated him. I hated it. You understand le paralag? So I understand where you're coming from with this message. But let me tell you something. Over time, you're gonna lower your expectations from source. And you're gonna feel this weight leave your chest, your abdomen, your shoulders. This weight of mental overthinking and stuff is gonna leave you, chosen one, simply because you are slowly accepting things. And acceptance, when it's forced on you, is not acceptance, lepar. This is why after a heartbreak, you're still dealing with it after 3 months. It's because there's still some parts that you need to deal with before the next person. Some of you people are like this. People say you dwell in the ex relationship, but no, you need closure for you. You are still assessing who you were in the scene, at the job, at the situation. You understand? So acceptance is a piece by piece thing. But once you get used to it, once you have the muscle memory of it, it's going to become very easy to just notice bullshit, trauma there, drama there, and then say, In South Africa, we say, when we expect things to happen, when you annoy us, when you bore us to the point where we don't expect much from you. We say, just the vowel on its own. That's it. You understand? That's it. So that's where you're going to get to over time, lepar. So please give God a chance, lepar. Please, I'm telling you, you see me right now playing and stuff? Yes, because I gave God a chance, bruh. I gave God a chance, leparalag. I gave God a chance. I gave something I didn't understand in this world a chance. And believe me, the people you inspire, you won't understand why they find inspiration from you, because you'll be still looking at yourself from the past version of yourself. Like some people you inspire, but you don't see that inspiration for self as well. So you wonder, what are they looking at? Yes, because the acceptance is not one time, but it's a daily practice. Just like peace, just like patience, these things, these virtues, they are daily practices, lepar. They are daily practices, chosen one. So please understand that forgive yourself is also a piece by piece thing. Understanding yourself and the way you work with yourself is also a piece by piece thing. And becoming who you need to be in this season where God says it's time to wake you up, it's time to be your best, it's time to be you. When that season truly happens, the paralag, best believe it's gonna be step by step. It's gonna be step by step. It only takes courage to say, I'm ready. If God sees something beautiful in me, if God sees a worm in me and wants to transform me into a butterfly, if I could metaphorize it like this, these words, then go ahead, lepara, and trust God, lepara. Go ahead and listen to the inner calling. Because you might not have the blueprint of what the plan is, what the mandate is, but the memorandum will be seen later on. And I must be talking to a masculine here because I'm using words that demand an emperor to understand. Yeah. The agenda of life is this, leparalag. The minutes of your life during your awakening will be taken. It's a meeting, it's a boardroom with your angels and your ancestors and your guides, lepar. Forgive slowly, accept slowly, understand slowly, and you'll become who you need to be gradually, lepar. Because you also need to train your vessel to trust itself without the attachments of the world. That's how you're gonna discern me and others. That's how I discovered it. I realized, I think about it, it happens. How do I do this? How do we do this? You understand? It's a gift. Now I can teach kids. I teach people how to do it. I'm gonna wake up the whole world. Eventually, all of you guys will have this ability of, you don't need friends, but you can discern friends. You don't need family, but you can discern family. You don't need a job, but you can discern a job. That's where you're going, Lepara. So I'm gonna freestyle my way out of this. I'm gonna design my way out of this. I'm gonna code up anything creative without discernment. I'm gonna do it step by step by step, because God didn't say let it go. God said you are hurting yourself dealing with things when you don't understand yourself. That's it. So now that you understand yourself, as time goes, everywhere you go, it will show way better than before. You understand, Lepara? Loyal chosen one.